suggesting.
Perhaps we could take some. We've got such a huge audience and so full of knowledge and excitement. There's somebody incredibly eager at the back. But I will take 3 or 4 questions in a go, and then come to you and Nick to take them back. Okay. One at the back. One there. One in green. I've got you in grey. One with grey hair just behind the one in grey, and one in blue over there. Okay, so right at the back first.
Right. Thank you very much for a very stimulating presentation. You have emphasized the Human Rights Act and the being replaced by the Bill of Rights and Responsibilities. And also you underline the importance of culture. And because I'm an academic and a cultural animal, not a political one, I would like you to tell me how you would reconcile all these elements with the royal motto that one is always reminded of, and I just passed it on the way, this historic building that says, Dieu est mon droit. God is and my rights, and now you claiming that the threat to this country is religious militancy. So how would you reconcile the two? The historical, cultural, the political, and the religious extremism.
I'll be quick. I don't think that the threat to this country is religious militancy. There are all sorts of complex threats, and Nick was right in particular to point out economic recession, depression as always a major threat, always, as we've seen in the past. And I might add that I think that what's happened in the marketplace is actually a direct analogy with what can sometimes happen when we bow to the greatest threat in a democracy, which is actually complacency, it seems to me. Because, people think that the markets are just about unfettered freedom. Patently, they are not. Any sort of private sector enthusiast will tell you that you can't have business without some basic law. At the very least, you need the criminal law to stop people robbing each other. You need contract law so that they honour the bargains they strike with each other. And actually, in these complex systems, derivative products, and goodness knows what else, you actually need quite a lot more law and responsibility beside to stop the market eating itself. And democracy is not dissimilar, it seems to me. Democracy is not just going for an election every few years and casting your vote and letting the winner take all, as in the marketplace. You actually need some fundamental rights and freedoms and the rule of law, and, as you said, sort of ethical individuals and institutions with that culture who stop democracy, like the market, from eating itself and everybody else besides.
Can I chop in green? And then I will take a couple of questions just so people can be passed along. And then you. No, chop in green first. Sorry.
Do you believe that? Sorry, this is for everyone. That a Bill of Rights, founded on a fundamentally Christian democracy, as it would be in Britain, would accommodate for every single ethnic, political minority as are living in Britain today.
Okay, gentlemen.
Sorry, don't hear you.
Everybody needs to hear it.
Sorry about that. It's not working, is it?
Yes.
Given that we live in a democracy, can the rights of the individual ever be subsumed to the rights of the whole majority?
Can you pass it down? Because she's just in front. No, down. Just go back to you, and then we'll go back.
Yeah, sorry, my question was actually really similar. But basically, just touching upon the problems of the Human Rights Act that you defended at the beginning, but also, I think the fact that it's created a culture in our society in our country that sort of, if we protect the individual and we protect the rights of the individual to be different and to be individual, surely that has caused the problems of segregation, of violence, of a culture of misunderstanding, particularly to do with religion, that exists. So therefore, in arguing against that, you're actually promoting the Bill of Rights and Responsibility.
I think there's somebody just behind, and then the gentleman in blue. And then we'll round up and hand it over.
Hello. A country with a Bill of Rights written into its constitution. I'm sorry, is this working?
Yeah.
Okay. A country with a Bill of Rights written into its constitution is the United States. And it's a Bill of Rights which guarantees freedom of religion. At the same time, in the United States, the American Civil Liberties Union routinely attempts to sue groups who put in a crib in a village centre. Can you comment on how such, and also a country in which clever and compliant lawyers will say that the Bill of Rights only applies to American citizens? Could you comment on where that kind of scheme fits into things?
Thank you very much. Last one, and then we'll come to our panel.
The first bit, I thought we had a Bill of Rights since about 1689 anyway. My question, though, is to Mr. Cohen, and it's about Mr. Polanski. You don't seem to be of the opinion that he should have, A, fled the United States and gone to France, and then B, tried to sue, I think it was Vanity Fair in London. I think for an offence like that, surely, where one mud sticks, just by being accused, he's going to be thought of as guilty in the States, whether he is or not, I personally don't know. And given the fact that the extradition law between the US and the UK is very, very heavily weighted against somebody in Britain, is it not sort of understandable that he would seek to take advantage of his presence in France and try and use the British legal system to possibly clear his name, given that you're supposed to be innocent until you're presumed guilty?
Thank you very much.